The system, your friends, your family, society itself, has sold you a dream that doesn't exist. They tell you to follow your passion, work hard, and things will fall into place. But let me tell you something cold and unforgiving. There is no invisible hand pulling you towards success. There is only your own grip on reality and how tightly you're willing to hold on before the storm tries to rip it away from you. When you first step onto the battlefield of financial discipline, you're standing alone. No safety net, no backup plan, just you and the raw, unfiltered reality of your situation. And here's the truth. Most people can't stomach. No one cares about your excuses. The bills don't care, the economy doesn't care, and the world doesn't care if you're struggling. You can either control your money, or it will crush you. Your habits will either enslave you or set you free. Every impulse buy, every dollar spent on things that bring fleeting comfort, is another shackle on your future. You are either building a throne or digging your own grave. Comfort is the enemy. The reason most people never achieve true financial freedom isn't because they lack intelligence or opportunity. It's because they lack the ruthlessness to deny themselves temporary pleasures for something greater. They fear discomfort, so they sell their future for crumbs of convenience. But you're different, or at least you have to be. To break free, you must become something most people fear: a financial savage. You must strip away every weakness, every indulgence, every excuse, and forge yourself into someone who does not break, no matter how tempting it is to give in. Your bank account is your scoreboard, not in the sense of flexing wealth, but in the sense that every dollar saved, every investment made, every unnecessary expense cut away, is a point scored against the life that once held you hostage. Every sacrifice is a blade sharpening your future. Saying no to a night out, cutting every useless subscription, driving an old car while others flex their leased luxury. All of it hardens you, while everyone else stays weak. Discipline is your weapon, and time is your battlefield. The more disciplined you are today, the less you will suffer tomorrow. While others drown in debt, you will stand above them, untouchable. This is war. The war for your future, your freedom, and your control over your own destiny. Most will lose because they never had the stomach to fight. But you were made for this. Lesson 1. Kill the illusion. No one is coming to save you. The first law of financial discipline: radical ownership. The first step in this journey isn't about money. It's not about budgets, savings, or investments. It's about destroying the biggest lie you've been told your entire life. The illusion that someone somewhere will come and fix your problems. Let this sink in. No one is coming. Not the government, not your employer, not your family, not your friends. The moment you internalize this truth, something inside you shifts. The weight of responsibility, the burden of your financial reality, crushes you at first. But then, if you're strong enough, if you don't run back to your comfortable delusions, you realize something powerful. If no one is coming to save you, then you have the power to save yourself. You want financial freedom? Then you need to reset your mind and erase every excuse, every complaint, and every ounce of weakness that has kept you broke, dependent, and enslaved. No one forced you to take on debt. You signed the papers. No one made you live paycheck to paycheck. Your spending habits did that. No one is holding you back except you. You either control your money or it controls you. Financial discipline is about domination, and it starts by dominating yourself first. If you can't control your own impulses, how do you expect to control your future? Your first mission: cut the fat, face the truth. Today you stop lying to yourself. No more, I'll fix it later. No more, I deserve this. No more delusions of wealth while you drown in debt. Step 1. Write down your numbers, all of them. Most people fear their own reality, so they avoid it. Not you. Today, you grab it by the throat. Your income, every penny you make. Your debt, credit cards, loans, everything. Your necessary expenses, rent, food, transportation. Your unnecessary expenses, the leaks draining your future. Step 2. Identify the enemy, your weaknesses. Look at your numbers. See the truth. Where are you weak? What habits are keeping you broke? What comforts are keeping you chained? Too much eating out? Subscriptions bleeding you dry? Living above your means? Step 3. Make the first cut. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Right now. Cut one thing that you know is holding you back. Maybe it's a useless membership. Maybe it's your daily overpriced coffee. Pick one thing. Kill it. Most people will ignore this lesson because the truth is too painful. They'll continue sleepwalking through life, spending like fools, wondering why they're still trapped. But you are different. Today, you take the first step toward total financial domination. Today, you kill the illusion and take control. No one is coming. It's just you versus you. And the weaker version of you needs to die. Lesson 2. Starve the weakness. Control your impulses or be controlled. The second law of financial discipline. Every dollar is a soldier. You've made the first cut. You've faced your financial reality. But now, the real war begins. The war against your own impulses. Because make no mistake, the enemy isn't out there. It's in you. Every dollar you earn is a soldier in your army. You can send them out to conquer your future, or you can let them die on the battlefield of impulse spending. Do you send them to build your empire? Or do you sacrifice them to useless luxuries that keep you weak? Most people burn their army alive. They spend without thinking, trapped in a cycle of consumption, feeding their temporary desires while their future rots in chains. But not you, not anymore. There is a beast inside you. It's the impulse monster, and its only mission is to keep you broke, desperate, and powerless. It whispers lies every time you're about to make a purchase. You deserve this. It's only a little bit of money. I'll save later. I work hard. I should enjoy life. This is a trap. A mental prison designed to keep you enslaved to paycheck survival. Every time you give in, you lose a battle. Every time you swipe that card for something unnecessary, you forfeit power over your own destiny. The system wants you weak. It wants you undisciplined, reckless, addicted to convenience and comfort. Because a weak mind is an easy mind to control. Your second mission, the 7-day impulse purge. This week, you declare war on your impulse monster. You will train yourself to starve it, to deny it, to regain control over yourself. Step 1. No unplanned purchases for 7 days. This means everything. No random coffee runs. No fast food. No unnecessary Amazon orders. If it's not essential, it doesn't happen. Step 2. Identify your triggers. Every impulse has a trigger. Maybe it's boredom. Maybe it's stress. Maybe it's scrolling social media and seeing what others have. What triggers your spending? Identify it. Expose it. Kill it. Step 3. Delay every purchase. If you feel the urge to buy something, wait 72 hours. Let the emotion pass. Let logic return. 90% of the time, you'll realize you never needed it in the first place. The dark reality, weakness, will cost you everything. Most people are financial slaves because they are mental slaves. They let their emotions run their wallets. They chase short-term pleasure at the cost of long-term power. But you are not like them. You are here to break free, to control what others cannot, to conquer your own mind and use your money as a weapon for freedom, not a leash for enslavement. This week, you prove it. Starve your impulses, kill your excuses, strengthen your discipline. Because if you can't control your money will control you. Lesson 3. The poverty mindset must die. The third law of financial discipline. You are either building or decaying. You've started cutting out the dead weight. You've silenced the impulse monster. But none of that will save you if you're still chained to a poverty mindset. What is the poverty mindset? It's the invisible disease that keeps people broke, even when they make more money. It's the reason lottery winners go bankrupt. It's the reason high-income earners still live paycheck to paycheck. And it's the reason why some people will never escape financial slavery. The poverty mindset is a virus. It infects how you think, how you act, and ultimately, how you live. And until you kill it, you will never be free. Do you constantly justify reckless spending because you might die tomorrow? Do you tell yourself, "I'll figure it out later," while digging yourself deeper into financial ruin? Truth, you probably won't die tomorrow. But your future self? He's going to be living in the prison you built today. Do you blame the government, the economy, your job, or your upbringing for your financial struggles? Do you think wealth is only for the lucky or the privileged? Truth, the moment you blame something external, you give away your power. No one is coming to save you. You're either a master or a victim. Choose. Do you obsess over saving pennies instead of learning how to earn more? Do you fear investing because you only focus on what you might lose instead of what you could gain? Truth. Cutting costs is smart, but it won't make you rich. You need to expand your thinking, your skills, and your earning potential. Do you constantly make emotional purchases to feel better in the moment? Do you struggle with patience when it comes to financial growth? Truth. The world rewards those who can delay gratification. The longer you can sacrifice today, the greater your reward tomorrow. Your third mission: reprogram your mind. To kill the poverty mindset, you must replace it with a mindset of abundance, control, and strategy. Step 1. Adopt the builder's mentality. Every dollar you save, invest, and protect is a brick in your financial empire. Every reckless expense is a hole in your fortress. From now on, you are a builder, not a consumer. Step 2. Train yourself to think in bigger numbers. Stop saying, "I can't afford it." Start asking, "How can I make more money to afford it?" Stop thinking in terms of paychecks. Start thinking in terms of assets, investments, and long-term value. Step 3. Shift from consumer to creator. Poor people spend all their money on things they don't need. Rich people use their money to buy time, opportunities, and assets that generate income. Start focusing on how to create value, not just consume it. The harsh truth: no one gets rich by accident. No one builds wealth by luck. No one stumbles into financial freedom by accident. You are either actively designing your financial future, or you are letting the system design it for you. And guess what? The system wants you weak, dependent, controlled. You must choose to break free. Erase the poverty mindset. Burn it to the ground. Replace it with power, discipline, and strategy. Because those who refuse to evolve, they will stay trapped in financial chains forever. Lesson 4. Money is a weapon. Wield it or be destroyed. The fourth law of financial discipline. Every dollar is a bullet. By now, you've started to shed your old self, the weak, undisciplined version of you that let emotions dictate your financial future. But discipline alone isn't enough. You need to understand one cold, Hard truth. Money is a weapon. It can be a sword, cutting through obstacles, buying time, freedom, and opportunity. Or it can be a bullet, fired at you by banks, lenders, and corporations, keeping you weak and enslaved. And here's what separates the wealthy from the broke. The wealthy learn to wield money as a weapon. The weak let money be used against them. Do you really think banks, lenders, and corporations want you to be financially powerful? Of course not. Because the moment you learn to control your money, you become dangerous to the system. Here's how they keep most people financially defenseless. They sell you debt as freedom. Credit cards, car loans, buy now, pay later schemes. These aren't tools for wealth. They are traps designed to chain you to financial dependence. They convince you that you deserve nice things now, while they drain your future dry. They feed you a consumer mindset. Every ad, every influencer, every flashy trend is a bullet aimed at your financial future. They want you addicted to spending. They want you chasing status instead of building power. They make you fear investing. They fill your head with fear of losing money so you never take control. The wealthy invest, own, and control. The broke consume, spend, and obey. Your fourth mission: arm yourself financially. From this moment forward, you are no longer defenseless. You will use money like a weapon, not to destroy yourself, but to destroy financial weakness. Step 1. Cut off every chain of debt. Credit card balances. Eliminate them like an enemy. Useless subscriptions. Cancel them today. Overspending on luxuries. Starve the addiction before it starves you. Step 2. Convert money into power. Every dollar you control is a bullet in your arsenal. Stack cash, not to spend, but to buy freedom, investments, and opportunities. Start building income-producing assets, even if it's small. Own something. Step 3. Train your financial instincts. Before spending money, ask, is this making me stronger or weaker? Stop thinking about what feels good now. Think about what builds power long-term. Become a financial predator, not financial prey. The final warning: if you stay weak, you will be destroyed. In the game of money, there are only two types of people: those who use money to build power, those who let money be used against them. There is no middle ground. If you don't take control, someone else will control you. So the choice is yours. Keep playing the game like a pawn, or become the one who owns the board. Lesson 5. The price of freedom is sacrifice. The fifth law of financial discipline: short-term pain, long-term power. You want freedom, independence, the power to do what you want, when you want, without answering to anyone. Then understand this: freedom has a price, and that price is sacrifice. Most people refuse to pay it. They cling to their comforts, their habits, their reckless spending, because they are too weak to endure the pain of discipline. They think they can have both: live carelessly now and be rich later. They are wrong. You either suffer now for a greater future, or you suffer forever under the weight of your own financial chains. Why most people will never be free? They fear the pain of temporary deprivation. They can't handle driving an old car while others flex their debt-funded luxury. They can't handle skipping nights out while their friends waste money. They fear looking broke more than actually being broke. They sell their future for crumbs of pleasure. They'd rather have fast food today than financial security tomorrow. They'd rather buy shoes, gadgets, and entertainment than invest in something that pays them. They sacrifice long-term power for short-term distractions. They have no patience. They want wealth, but they want it instantly. If it takes years of discipline, they quit. They don't realize that true wealth isn't just money. It's control, time, and security. But you, You are not like them. Your fifth mission: embrace the sacrifice. If you are serious about financial freedom, then it's time to pay the price. The good news? Most of your competition is too weak to make it through this stage. Step 1. Identify your greatest financial weakness. What's the one thing draining your money the most? What's the one expense you know you need to cut, but don't? Find it. Kill it. No excuses. Step 2. Cut 1. Comfort for 30 days. No unnecessary spending. No impulse purchases. No justifications. If it's not a necessity or an investment in your future, it's gone. Step 3. Watch everyone else. Stay weak. Observe how everyone around you keeps making excuses. Watch them complain about being broke while spending like fools. Feel the power of being different, of being in control. The harsh truth: you will be tested. The moment you start making real sacrifices, the world will try to pull you back. People will question you. They will mock your discipline. They will try to drag you into their cycle of waste and weakness. But remember this: they are afraid. They know deep down they could be free too, but they lack the strength. So they try to pull you down to justify their own failure. Ignore them. Stay ruthless. Stay disciplined. Stay focused. Because while they stay trapped, you will rise. Suffer now. Sacrifice today. Own tomorrow. To our returning GrimFace warriors, you are the backbone of this movement. With every video you watch, every lesson you absorb, and every action you take, you help thousands break free from the chains of weakness, mediocrity, and financial enslavement. This isn't just a channel. This is a movement, a force of those who refuse to be controlled, who refuse to live like everyone else, who choose discipline, power, and mastery over their own lives. If you're new here, understand this: you're either in control or you're being controlled. If you're ready to take full command of your financial destiny, hit subscribe and become part of the GrimFace movement. And for those who are serious about staying connected beyond YouTube, go to grimfaceofficial.com. That's where we take this even further. Bigger lessons, deeper strategies, and the real tools to break free. This is just the beginning. Stay ruthless, stay disciplined, stay unstoppable. Welcome to GrimFace.